Hello, I'm your friend, Teacher Sam. Today, we're diving into the world of politeness in English conversation. Now, you may be wondering, why is politeness so important? Well, it's a crucial part of communication, not just in English but in any language. It helps us build better relationships, avoid misunderstandings, and create a positive atmosphere. When we incorporate politeness into our English conversations, we're not just being nice. We're also improving our language skills. We're learning how to express our thoughts more clearly and effectively. Over the course of this video, we'll be covering key points such as the importance of polite greetings, the usage of polite expressions, the role of tone and body language, and how to be polite when asking questions and making requests. Now you might be wondering, how exactly can politeness improve my English conversation skills? Well, stay tuned. Firstly, we tackle the importance of polite greetings. Imagine stepping into a room and being greeted with a warm, friendly, "Hello, how are you?" It feels welcoming, right? That's the power of a polite greeting. It's more than a mere exchange of words, it's a bridge that connects people, a conduit for positive energy. In English, there's a variety of polite greetings you can use, from the simple good morning or good evening to the more casual hi, how's it going? Each of these greetings serves as an icebreaker, a way to kickstart a conversation on a pleasant note. It's crucial to understand that polite greetings aren't just for formal situations. They're equally important in casual settings. They display respect, show interest, and can even make the other person feel valued. So the next time you start a conversation, choose your greeting wisely. Remember, a polite greeting can set the tone for the entire conversation. Next, we explore the world of polite expressions. These are the phrases we use to show respect, consideration, and kindness towards others during a conversation. They're like the secret sauce that adds flavor to our interactions, making them more enjoyable and respectful. Imagine this, you're at a coffee shop and you accidentally bump into someone. Instead of a blunt move, a polite expression like "excuse me" is preferred. It's a small phrase, but it carries a lot of weight. It shows that you acknowledge the other person's space and you respect it. Another common polite expression is, "Could you please?" This is often used when asking for a favor or making a request. For example, "Could you please pass the salt?" is much more considerate than just "pass the salt." The word please is a magic word in English. It turns demands into requests and adds a layer of respect. Then we have "I'm sorry," a powerful phrase used to express regret or apologize for a mistake. For instance, if you're late to a meeting, saying "I'm sorry for being late" is a polite way to acknowledge your tardiness and show respect for the other people's time. "Would you mind?" is another polite phrase used to ask for something in a respectful manner. For instance, "Would you mind turning down the music?" is a polite way of asking someone to lower the volume. And lastly, "Thank you," probably the most famous polite expression of all. It's a quick and easy way to show gratitude and appreciation. For example, "Thank you for your help" acknowledges the effort someone has made on your behalf. Remember, using these expressions isn't about being overly formal or stiff, it's about showing respect and consideration for the other person. It's about acknowledging their feelings, their time, and their effort. It's about building a connection with them. Polite expressions are more than just words. They're a reflection of our attitude towards others. And when used correctly, they can make our conversations more pleasant, respectful, and meaningful. Indeed, polite expressions are the building blocks of a respectful conversation. Now let's delve into the role of tone and body language in polite conversation. In the world of communication, words are just the tip of the iceberg. How we say those words, the tone we use, and our body language play a significant role in conveying politeness. You see, tone and body language are like the music that adds emotion to the lyrics of a song. They add depth to our words, helping us communicate more effectively. Let's start with tone. The tone of voice is a powerful tool in conveying politeness. Imagine you're saying "thank you." If you say it in a flat, monotone voice, it may come across as insincere. But when you say it with warmth and a bit of enthusiasm, it sounds much more genuine and polite. Practice varying your tone to express gratitude, respect, and interest. Remember, a polite tone is often soft, warm, and respectful. Now, on to body language. Our bodies can speak volumes even when we're silent. A simple nod can show agreement or understanding. Eye contact can indicate you're actively listening and engaged in the conversation. Even something as subtle as your posture can express respect and attentiveness. To appear more polite, maintain an open posture, avoid crossing your arms, and lean in slightly when someone is speaking to show interest. But how about combining tone and body language? Let's imagine you're asking someone to pass the salt. You could say, "Could you pass the salt?" in a demanding tone while avoiding eye contact, which might come off as rude. But if you ask the same question with a soft tone, a smile, and eye contact, it becomes a polite request. Remember, the key is balance. You don't want to overdo it and come off as insincere or overly formal. Naturalness is essential. Practice until these behaviors become second nature, and you'll find your conversations becoming more fluid, comfortable, and polite. As you can see, it's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Now, on to the art of asking questions and making requests politely. Politeness in asking questions is not only about using the right words, but also about the way we frame our questions. For instance, instead of directly asking, "What's your name?" we might say, "Could I ask what your name is?" It's a subtle shift, but it can make a big difference in how your question is received. Similarly, when making requests, it's important to use softening phrases like, "Would you mind?" or "Could you perhaps?" This way, you're not demanding something, but rather requesting it. For example, instead of saying, "Give me that book," you might say, "Could you please pass me that book?" Politeness in asking questions and making requests can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts in a conversation. It demonstrates respect for the other person and their autonomy. Remember, a little politeness goes a long way when asking questions or making requests. To sum up everything we've talked about, we've journeyed through the crucial elements of politeness in English conversation. We've explored polite greetings, a simple yet powerful tool to establish a positive first impression. We've delved into the world of polite expressions and their usage, understanding how they can add a touch of respectfulness to our interactions. We've also discussed the significant role of tone and body language, a nonverbal communication that often speaks louder than words. We've emphasized the importance of politeness when asking questions and making requests, a strategy that can avoid misunderstandings and improve our relationships. Embracing politeness in your English conversation skills is not just about adhering to social norms, it's also about fostering meaningful connections with others. It's about expressing yourself with kindness and respect, thereby enhancing your communication effectiveness. With these skills in your conversation toolkit, you're well on your way to having more effective and enjoyable English conversations. Remember, politeness is the key, so always keep it polite.